So in the network marketing business, in addition to the warm market people that you know, you will also have opportunities and be encouraged to meet new people. In the next couple of minutes, I want to talk about the overview of a meeting or an interview process. So if I'm meeting a person for the first time, it's important to understand, in my opinion, the primary purposes of the meeting. Number one, I want to learn more about them because I'm trying to decide, am I interested in working with them? The second thing is, I want to discover, are they interested in the Wayal opportunity or becoming a customer? It's important to know my goal is never to convince them. And lastly, if they're interested, I want to have clear next steps. One thing to remember is information does not recruit people. So many people, especially when they're new, they just talk and talk and talk about the business. And in fact, I remember when I was new, I knew that as long as I was talking, I didn't have to answer any questions. What I really want to do is identify what's in it for them, because that's the question that most people have. What's in it for me? I also mentioned I want to have specific next steps. And lastly, because this is a person that I haven't met before, I really want to just get a yes or no answer to taking a next step. Here are 5 suggested steps to a successful meeting. Step number 1, discovery. We're going to use an acronym called NEADS, N-E-A-D-S. The second thing is, I want them to understand the company Wayal and what we're doing. The third thing is, I want them to understand the industry, the health and financial challenges that people currently have. Step number 4, I want them to understand the powerful solutions that we provide as a company. Step number 5, I'm going to invite them to take a next step. So let's talk for a second about the discovery process called NEADS, N-E-A-D-S. The letter N stands for now. What do you do now? This is a critical question because I can discover things like, where do they work? What kind of career? What kind of sports do they like? What kind of products do they currently use? All of those things are open to discussion. The more I understand about them, the more I understand about where they're currently at in their life, the better I can provide options, solutions for them. The second letter is E. What do you enjoy? This is great because I can learn, what do they enjoy about their job? What do they like about the products they're currently taking? Do they love sports? And what do they like about it? The competition, those types of things. The next letter is the letter A. What would you alter or change? This is great because it opens the door to them to talk about what would they alter or change about what they're currently doing. Maybe at this point in time, the products aren't convenient or they don't seem like they're effective. Maybe right now, the opportunity, the job they have, the career they have isn't meeting their personal or financial goals. The next letter is the letter D. If you made a decision to change to a new product, if you made a decision to work part-time or full-time with our company, besides yourself, who would be involved in that decision? This is critical because many times we have somebody who gets very excited about Wayal, but then they go and try to explain it to someone else and they just cannot explain it well. Once I know if there's other decision makers, we can schedule time to sit down and talk to them as well so they all understand the Wayal story and can make informed decisions about the products, the opportunity, or both. And then the fifth letter is S. After I've heard all of these things, we can propose solutions that can address some of their concerns and fulfill some of their desires. There are a couple of other optional questions that I've asked in some of these interviews. One question might be, have you ever done something part-time? This gives me a chance to know whether they're open to a part-time opportunity. The second, what would you look for in a new career? So perhaps they express frustrations, but now I can say, in the perfect world, what would a great career look like? The third question is, what would you consider good, or what would you consider great income? This is really critical to know because for some people, good or great income is $50,000 a year. If that's the case, I don't want to be talking about individuals making $100,000 a month. On the other side of that is there's individuals who great income is $1 million. I don't want to talk to those individuals about making $100 or $1,000 a month part-time. Once I know that number for good and great income, the next question is powerful. Is your career currently taking you in that direction? In most cases, the answer is no. And that's where we can talk about starting a business part-time that has a potential to meet all of their financial goals, and secondly, make a huge impact in the lives of those that they serve. Step number 2, I want to talk about the company. But let me caution you on this. You should be very brief. Remember, what they want to know is not what you do. They want to know how what you do affects them in a positive way. So all they want to know about Wayal is it for real? Here are a couple of points that you could share in under a minute. Wayal is a successful U.S. company with a powerful brand. We've been in the health and wellness business for a very long time. We are a visionary company improving lives and changing the industry in the process. There's a huge opportunity for the right kind of person because of the marketplace and because of our mission. There are other things that you could share, but remember, keep it under 60 seconds. The third very important step is to help them understand the market and the industry. We can talk a little bit about what's going on in the health industry. People are struggling with health issues. A lot of people feel there's no trustworthy resource for education. As a result, there's a lot of confusion and conflicting information about what's good and what's not good. Families are feeling frustrated. From the business standpoint, people are struggling financially. It used to be that there was a one household income. Very soon, the partner became a secondary income. In today's world, both of those individuals are actually working, but in addition, many times they're doing something part-time just to make ends meet. The other key point is people feel locked out of opportunity. And then lastly, so many people feel trapped, like there's no way out. Once I've shared a little bit about our company and a little bit about the challenges in the industry, the first question I would ask is this: if a company could solve some of these issues, would there be a market? Generally, the answer to that is yes, absolutely. But the second question is, how big would it be? Because it's important to understand, the health and nutritional business is a multi-billion-dollar industry. So the opportunity is huge for companies to go out and solve some of these major issues. We at Wayal are committed to providing solutions to these and other issues that people are facing, not just about health, but also about opportunity. So now let's talk about some of the solutions that Wayal provides. First of all, we provide products that provide specific solutions to health issues. The second key is we provide educational media and tools to help people better understand those products and the issues. Another point, we provide a great opportunity for the right kind of person. We can help them with successful business strategies. The last key point is we're guided by industry professionals, passionate professionals who understand the health industry, who understand nutritional products, and are committed to providing cutting-edge solutions. And network marketing professionals who understand how to coach and mentor and help other people be successful. Once I've covered all of these points, my next step is a commitment question. And here's what it is. Wendy, based on what I've shared so far, do you have an interest to know more? If the answer to that question is yes, then I'm going to move them to the next step of trying the product or becoming an affiliate. You could invite them to an online meeting or a three-way call with one of your leaders. You could invite them to view one of our great product videos. You could schedule a next step for them to learn more about the company by doing another one-on-one meeting. If the answer is no, the first thing I want to discover is why. Are they just not interested in better health? Does the opportunity not make sense for them? I want to clearly understand that because perhaps there was a misunderstanding and maybe I can clear that up. If after that they still are not interested, I'm going to ask for referrals. So I might say, Wendy, I didn't know if you'd be interested or not, but who do you know who might be interested in better health or an opportunity or both? Your next step may be different than these suggestions, but the most important thing is to schedule a next step for them to move forward with the opportunity, experience the products, or both. In summary, remember your job is to challenge and invite. It is not to convince. They can decide if this is something that they want to do. Caution, caution. I used to share with my new people, remember, no begging. Because here's what happens. In many cases, the more you try to convince somebody, the more they resist. Truthfully, when you just simply say, I didn't know if you'd be interested, this is a great opportunity, I'm very excited about it, and I just wanted to share it with you, that opens the door to them making the decision, whether it makes sense for them or not. Remember, if you push or convince somebody and they do join, they're usually never fully committed. And half of the time, you're spent just trying to convince them to stay in the company. Our job is to find people who are interested in great health products, who are interested in a sincere opportunity, and helping them become successful.